So what do you bring to the table is, in other words, what do you bring to the relationship? I am the relationship. Right, right. Of course you are. Move along. Next. I am the table. Yeah, I am the table. What do you mean? What do I bring to it? No, I don't bring anything to the table. I bring myself. What do you bring to the company? I bring myself. Woo! See, one woman is going to have a issue when you ask her, what do you bring to the table? But the other woman is going to tell you exactly what she brings to the table. She's going to tell you exactly what she brings to the relationship. She's going to tell you things that'll actually help you. She's going to bring softness. She's going to bring nurturing. She's going to bring peace of mind. She's going to bring that femininity. She's going to bring that incubator energy to the point where you could give her something and she will multiply it. She will incubate it. She will multiply it and give it right back to you. That is an asset. That is who you need in your life. That is the type of woman you need in your life. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Feel free to stick around. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. All right, gentlemen. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video, man. Today's video is going to be a breakdown. There are only two types of women in this life. The one that you end up with is based on who you attract. Who you attract is based on who you are as a man, your level of self-improvement and self-development. Let's keep it all the way simple in this video. Let's boil it all the way down to the roots. There are only two types of women, gentlemen. Now, let's proceed. There are beautiful women on either side of the spectrum. In both sides of the spectrum, woman one and woman two, you got plenty of beautiful women on both sides, in both groups. However, there are two distinguishing qualities and expression of characteristics that exist that differentiate the two. Let's proceed. First things first. Woman number one, you're going to ask her, what do you bring to the table? See, I love this question, what do you bring to the table? This is my favorite question right now. I love this question because this question is like garlic to a vampire. You know, if you want to see who's a vampire and who's a human being, just bring the garlic out. Just bring the garlic out and you find out real quick. The same way in this example, the question, what do you bring to the table, is like garlic. When you ask a certain type of woman, what do you bring to the table? She's immediately going to expose herself. When you ask her this question, she's going to expose exactly who she is, gentlemen. You have to ask this question. In real life, we don't really care about this question, to be honest with you. However, it's the same thing. This question is just like garlic to a vampire. You can do without the garlic when you're preparing your food. You don't have to have garlic in your food. However, there's a place and time to add garlic to the mix. If you want to find a vampire, bring the garlic out. If you want to find a low quality woman, ask her what she brings to the table and she will expose herself immediately. One thing a lot of women have failed to realize is that the question, what do you bring to the table, is an allegory. It's a metaphor. It's not literal. It's the same thing if you go to a job interview, right? And the interviewer asks you, what do you bring to the company? Imagine if you respond with, I am the company. What do you bring to the company? I am the company. Huh? What do you bring to the table? I am the table. What do you bring to the table is another way of saying, what do you bring to the relationship? What do you bring to the union? Or are you just here to use and abuse me? Are you here to just tap resources and dip out like a parasite or something? You understand what I'm saying? So what do you bring to the table is, in other words, what do you bring to the relationship? I am the relationship. Right, right. Of course you are. Move along. Next. See, one woman is going to have a issue when you ask her, what do you bring to the table? But the other woman is going to tell you exactly what she brings to the table. She's going to tell you exactly what she brings to the relationship. She's going to tell you things that'll actually help you. She's going to bring softness. She's going to bring nurturing. She's going to bring peace of mind. She's going to bring that femininity. She's going to bring that incubator energy to the point where you could give her something and she will multiply it. She will incubate it. She will multiply it and give it right back to you. That is an asset. That is who you need in your life. That is the type of woman you need in your life. A high quality woman is going to tell you exactly what she brings to the relationship. And everything she brings to the relationship is going to be in service to the relationship. It's going to be for the betterment of the family. Everything she says to you in terms of what she brings to the table, aka what she brings to the relationship, is going to be in pertinence to the service of the family. She's going to come from a position of servitude. She's there to help you. She's there to multiply your effort. She's there to recognize you as a purpose-driven man. And she's there to serve the purpose that you are already aligned with. You are already on your path. She's there to help you on your path. That's what she brings to the table. That's what she brings to the relationship. She's not going to tell you some bullshit. I am the table. Yeah, I am the table. What do you mean? What do I bring to it? No, I don't bring anything to the table. I bring myself. What do you bring to the company? I bring myself. Woo! Now listen very closely. I made a list for you so I don't lose my train of thought. I made a list for you and I'm going to read it off to you right now. The difference between a low quality woman and a high quality woman. A low quality woman comes to control and manipulate. A high quality woman comes to serve and nurture. A low quality woman perceives life and expresses herself from the lens of her insecurities and despicable behavior. A high quality woman, on the other hand, radiates excellence, elegance from a position of untainted femininity, pure class, and elegance. A low quality woman is an agent of chaos. A high quality woman is a conduit of peace. A low quality woman squandered her youth. A high quality woman preserved hers. A low quality woman deflects and denies the truth. A high quality woman seeks wise counsel. She's not going to wait for you to give it a game. She's going to seek it out. A high quality woman always wants to improve and learn. Pay attention. A high quality woman doesn't mistake or confuse the truth with an insult. She is sophisticated enough to know the difference between the truth and an insult. A low quality woman is all about herself. She's destructively selfish. On the other hand, a high quality woman is all about the betterment of the union. She is there for service. She is there to serve the greater good, which is the betterment of the family. A low quality woman's so-called femininity is conditional. It depends. I'll be feminine if. Right. A high quality woman, on the other hand, knows no other way to exist besides being in her femininity. She's feminine at all times. It's never conditional. A low quality woman claims her past doesn't matter. We obviously know why she says that nonsense. Come on now. A high quality woman, on the other hand, has nothing to hide because once again, she preserved her youth. A low quality woman is enthralled by your perceived status and money. A high quality woman, on the other hand, sees beyond the veil. She's not impressed by your money, brother. You cannot impress a high quality woman with your money, brother. You cannot impress a high quality woman with your status, G. She sees beyond that. She sees right through you, who you are as a man. You can't deceive her with that. When you're dealing with a low quality woman, you must tell her what to do with friction and argument, of course. You must always tell her what to do. She has no sense of taking initiative. And anything you tell her, any direction that you give her, you must fight. Fight must day. Arguments God's day. It'll never be seamless. It'll always be friction. It'll always come with friction. Stress. A high quality woman, on the other hand, fills in the gaps without you having to say a word because she's studying you at all times. She sees your blind spots, man. You don't have to say a word. She knows your morning routine. She fills in the blank. She fills in the gaps. That's what she's there for. You don't have to tell her anything. She already knows what to do. Now listen, gentlemen, you find a low quality woman when you are focused on your lust, when you are thinking with your south pole. That's where you run into a low quality woman. On the other hand, a high quality woman runs into you when you are on your path towards becoming the best version of yourself. A high quality woman finds you. That's the difference, gentlemen. You have to qualify to have a high quality woman in your life. That's a gift from the Most High God. You got to be on your path. You got to be on your purpose. You got to be on your mission. In order for you to get a high quality woman, you have to earn that. You have to qualify for that. On the other hand, you can destroy everything you ever worked for when you're dealing with a low quality woman because she doesn't care about you. She's there to destroy you. You can't be angry at her. She's just doing what she does. It's your fault. It's your fault for dealing with her. Yes, bro. It is your fault. You got to be wiser than that. So with that being the case, you got to pay attention, man. Pay close attention to the women that you deal with. Make sure, do your due diligence. Make sure you're dealing with a high quality woman, man, because your life and everything you've built depends on that. Or you could just do whatever you want to do and just skip over this video and do whatever it is that you want to do, bruh. Either way, it's your choice. You understand what I'm saying? But this is just a cautionary tale. Use your discretion. Stop focusing on chasing women. You're only going to find low quality women when you chase women. Focus on your mission and a high quality woman will find you. And with that being said, till next time, cheers.